What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pumpkinhead, coming at you from back of my truck. Today is, I do believe it's Tuesday, the 12th, and there's not really much filming I can do right now. I did get my bed platform finished up in the truck. Got my bed up here. Now, you guys are gonna have to excuse it. I'm not done with like the canvas and stuff in here, but this is basically what I got that I've been building out to stay in. I just got a little bit of stains and stuff up here I got to deal with, but the bed is fully built up. Top is popped. That black stuff you see is silicone, where I had to patch a few holes. I do plan on doing the whole inside of this canvas all the way around on the inside with a mixture of silicone slash mineral spirits to thin it down, and then you spray it on there and let it dry, and everything's silicone and water sealed, and it works great. So I'm just waiting to do that. Everything else you see is what I've done so far, but I'm not going to do like the full tour, because right now literally I just got the bed platform done. I've been able to get everything up off the floor now, and so I can have my storage under the bed for supplies such as food, clothing, stuff like that. Get it out of my bro's garage so I can be a little more self-reliant when it comes to that. But I'll give you guys a little snippet of how tall the bed is off of the ground there. I got all my electronics, and that's all storage underneath the bed now. And just so you guys can see now that quite literally I'm 6'3". I can stand up in this truck, and I still got some room to spare, about 4 inches or so to spare before my head hits the ceiling. But these bars are here about a couple inches, but still, that's how this thing pops up. These are the bars that you slide up in the way. You pop the roof up. We've got a light here, right? Got also matching light on this side as well, hardwired in. Got my Max Air fan that just got installed a few days ago. I'm glad I installed it, because now I can get that out of the way to where when the heat comes and the summer's here and I'm up in the mountains or I'm at the coast or something and it's a balmy night, well, guess what? Well, I got a Max Air fan that pulls air out or pulls air in, and I can open up the windows for a cross breeze. And if I'm cooking in here, I got a vent fan. If it's a rainy day like today, you can kind of see she's a little nasty out there. Yep. But that's why we're just inside chilling doing this video today. So, I want to touch a little bit on, I know everybody's talking about it, and I don't really want to talk about it just because of that fact, but no matter where you go, you're going to deal with it nowadays, is the COVID BS that's happening. Here in Oregon, they've opened up quite a bit of places that you can now go back to. They've opened up some state parks. Banks are open, restaurants are starting to open, but nobody's really going to the restaurants, and I can kind of get why. It's still a little scary to some of them. I wasn't really worried about the virus. I know it's a real virus. It's out there. It's not. I'm not dumb to that fact that it's not a real virus. So, I take my own precautions, okay? I stay away from places like Walmart or Target or big stores if I can. If I do, I look for sanitizing wipes, yeah, for my own sanity. So you can just wipe everything down as you go and just, take the precautions. I guess they're saying now that this COVID shit can live up on surfaces for up to 3 days, I guess now. Even rubber and plastic surfaces, it stays on those for longer. you just got to take your precautions, you know. I mean, I'm not under the big panic that everybody's been going through with this virus and pandemic. The big P, as they're calling it. It's not the big P. It's literally just a virus that they don't want it to mutate, and I get it. I don't want it to mutate either. But when I went out yesterday, I witnessed just stupid stuff, you know. People taking their whole family with them to Walmarts, or up here we have a store called Buy Mart. It's about half the size of Walmart, and it's mainly sporting goods / some household stuff, supplies, you know, things of that. And half the people go there, so literally it's simple math. You know, half the people have the chance of contracting something via touch in that way. So I go to smaller places. Plus, the mom and pop places really need our help more anyway. So if I can, I will go to them. If I can't, and it has to be a Walmart, I'll try to order it online or just have them bring it out. I don't want to be up in the middle of all that. I'm not a germaphobe or nothing, but I'm diabetic and, you know, overweight and all that. I got a bunch of underlying issues that I'm trying to work on as we speak, you know, which is why I'm trying to lose the weight and eat better and all that. But I have underlying issues. So if you're scared to get out here and do truck life or van life or any of that because you got illnesses, or let's say you sleep with a CPAP machine. I sleep with a CPAP machine. I have to. I might be able to go 1 or 2 nights without it, but then I just feel like crap for the next few days. I have to use the CPAP. So my first and foremost was batteries and how to keep them charged. I have camped out in the back of my truck before. It's not a big deal. But when I found this pop-up camper, I said, hey, that's a great opportunity to actually, you know, build something a little bit more substantial out. That way I can have guests or something, you know, if need be. You can literally sleep probably 4 people in this thing comfortably. 2 adults and 2 kids. Kids can have an air mattress on the floor down here where the storage is at. You can have a couple kids down there. And up here, I've got a queen-size bed. This bed in here, you can't really see because it's a mess because I got my blankets and pillows all over. This is a full queen-size bed in here, sideways in this camper. So it's literally 7 foot from side to side, the camper is. So that was cool. I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'3". Okay, I used to weigh 343 pounds less than a year ago. I just weighed myself recently, and I thought I was down further than I was, but come to find out, the scale at my brother's house was lying, and I thought I was down to 252 pounds before, and in all actuality, I was only down to 264 or something. I think it was something around that. But still, compared to 340 down to that, man, a lot better. But okay, so touching back on the pandemic and COVID and all the crap that's happened. Let me prop you guys up here, okay? Let's stop moving you around. Be safe. That's all you got to do. It's not rocket science. If you have somebody to stay home with the kids, keep your kids home. They don't need to be at the store with you, okay? They really don't. If you have no other choice, I get it. But do your online shopping and have people bring it to your car so you don't have to take your kids in the store. You guys really out there, you got to start thinking smart, man, because all of what's going to happen is if we don't nip this crap in the bud with this pandemic, then it's just going to keep going and going and going, okay? And each time it comes back, it's going to be worse. It's going to be worse each time. Sorry, I had to decline a phone call real quick since I'm doing this video. And I don't want to redo it, so. Anyway, I will get back to whoever that was calling me as soon as I get done recording. I'm at 9 minutes now. I'm going to try to keep this around a 20-minute video so it's not crazy long. So, the gloves and all that stuff, okay, just, you know, don't worry about it. Just take some hand sanitizer wipes, get some Lysol wipes, get some whatever you can do, hand sanitizer, and just, you know, clean your cart around the handles. You know, if they haven't done it, And pay attention to that. If you go into a store and they're not taking care of you and you're not number one because you're the one that's coming to their store, you might want to shop somewhere else, because that just shows you how important you are to them. Um, if I go there, and let's say the place I go to here, it's a local place around Oregon called Buy Mart. Buy Mart is a little sporting goods slash household goods slash electronics store, kind of like a mini Walmart. And I touched on it a second ago. Half the people, half the chance, easy math. You do the numbers. I'm staying away from a lot of friends and family at this point, due to the simple fact that if I happen to be, because I'm an essential worker, and I happen to go out a lot more than some people do. But if it's on my skin or whatever for up to 3 days, and I don't want to be some corona infested freaking goober and go over to a brother's house or something and, you know, pass it on to them or one of their kids, or no, that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of keeping my arms at a short distance for the time being. I can't be that guy. If I actually was one of those idiots that was sitting here saying, oh, well, you know, this is all bullshit, this is stupid, I'm just going to go up here and do my thing. Granted, the panic, the scare tactics, the media scares, all that kind of shit, that's bullshit. All that, yes, that's bullshit. And I'm a firm believer that their little scare tactics are bullshit. But that doesn't necessarily mean that this COVID isn't real. You know what I mean? You can't really just sit there and say, no, it don't exist, it's just a government thing. Well, the scare tactics and everything, sure. Yeah! No, I'm good, brother. Thank you. Yep. Mountain Dew. Yep. Oh, that's my bro. This is what happens when you do truck life and van life and you live with your freaking bro. And just for that, he's getting me a real sugar Mountain Dew because he knows I'm diabetic. Okay, well, make sure it's double sugar then. I've known these guys 20 plus years. You know what I mean? They're my family without being blood. I have a lot of brothers and sisters out there that are family and they're not blood. But that's what you find in this world, right? You find blood that ain't family, and you find family that ain't blood. And no matter where you go or you talk to, it's a fact. Okay. Beyond that, let's go and touch back on the situation at hand. COVID. Okay, coronavirus is just the virus family. You know, a lot of viruses come from this family. It's an all-purpose name that they give this family of viruses, okay? This one's just a little bit different. It's a little bit harder to pinpoint and pin down, and so they were worried about it, and they wanted everybody to be warned, okay? I get that part. Y'all people out there running around and buying freaking, 24 packs of toilet paper because you have a family of two and you're not worried if you're going to be able to go to the store, okay? They're not shutting anything down yet. The minute they start shutting stores completely down because everybody won't keep their kids at home or stay home necessarily, or go to the store just for, not just convenience, but safety. What if you go to the store and you bring that shit home to your kids, okay? We can't just sit around and wait. Especially when you need something that's deemed essential. The media has deemed things essential. And that's the big E word they're using, right? I'm an essential worker. I don't believe it to be all what it's cracked up to be. I don't believe the body count is as high as they say it is, and I don't believe that the contracted are as high as I say it is. You never know what to believe because we are dealing with just media. And you can't believe our government. We've known that for years, so I don't even listen to what the hell they got to say anymore. So I just do for me and my family. And if you're around somebody and you have your family in your little close-knit circle, take care of each other, okay? Help your fellow neighbor, help your brother. Help your families, help your brother's families. Don't let this scare tactic be your leading cause of going out and getting things. And I know a lot of my family and my friends out there are under the same beliefs that I am. Okay. But if you need something, go get it. Be safe about it. Leave as many people home as you possibly can. Send one person to the store if it can be gotten by one person. Order it. Have it delivered out to your vehicle. Um, it's not too hard. But if you really decide that you have to go to the store and you have to get something, let's say you're out of formula and your baby needs some milk, okay? I get that shit. Go get that baby some milk, okay? Do it carefully. Do it responsibly. Don't spend too much extra time in the store that you don't have to necessarily. Window shopping and browsing. That's the kind of stuff that when you walk around, you're browsing, you're touching things, and this stuff lives on surfaces for up to 3 days. You're touching all these surfaces just like everybody else has touched. And it gets transmitted, and then pretty soon they're going to lock everybody back down again. And everything's going to be worse than it was, and there's going to be twice the deaths. Okay? Be smart, fam. Okay? We don't only have to clean up the planet that we're destroying, but we're also, I consider us as a cancerous species. Because in all actuality, that's how we are. We thrive. We consume, we grow, we're a cancerous species when you look at it. So, in all honesty, we could be that type of species, but we can be that type of species with a brain to fix things for ourselves. Okay? Help cleaning up our planet that we're destroying. That's being a fixer. Staying away and not taking unnecessary risks, but still taking risks. You have to. That's life, right? Growing up in California, I caught many drive-bys and shootouts and stuff. You could be taken at any moment, but don't make your chances any greater. Uh, just keep your things down to a minimalist thing until all this crap blows over. But you can still live. You can still survive. You can still come out here in these woods or go to the coast now. I think they've opened up the beaches again. Just keep your social distancing. If you're scared, wear a mask. But social distancing should suffice. If you're walking around and somebody looks sick and they're just like sniffing, coughing it, right? Keep your distance. Don't go near that guy. But if you're just walking around and you're hanging out and you want to enjoy the day with your family or something like that, go self-isolate your family somewhere and just go enjoy nature and enjoy the day. And hey, while you're at it, bring that trash out with you. And then some, if you can. I know I brought out half a bag with me when I went up to the hills. And, there was still a crap ton more to grab, but, I can't get too pressed on that. I was actually pressed for time, and I had to hurry up and get back to where I needed to be. Or I would have taken just the day and, it's nothing to just walk through and pick up a few pieces of paper, but I don't care if it's a bottle cap. And I keep saying that. You see one cigarette butt, one bottle cap or something in a beautiful area or an area that you think used to be beautiful at one time, get it out of there. Get it out of there. Because the minute we start pushing this, and the minute people start to understand that we can make a difference, and they've seen it, that's one of the best things that happened with the COVID, is the fact that people did shut down. And we've seen what kind of planet, how it can go back, right? Like rivers running clean, smogs were down. It was starting to fix itself. Okay, we can be that person. As soon as I can, I would like to go with an electric vehicle if that was possible. That would handle my needs. I would, if I can afford something like that. It all comes down to some variables and different things. So keep it in mind. Okay. We got to keep it a little bit clean out here, guys. We can't just be the disgusting creatures that a lot of people are. For all you new guys that are here with my channel, please subscribe to my channel and like and comment. If there's anything that you want to touch on, drop me a comment. I'm here to answer them. I have the time to answer comments, so I'm not opposed. And you just remember, pack it in, pack it out. And let's be the cure. Okay? I think that sounds pretty good. Let's be that cure. We don't need to be the disease. We can be the cure ourselves. I like that. Guys, if you enjoyed the videos, okay, this is just a vlog. It's not what you're going to be seeing all the time, but it's obviously a crappy day, and Can't film on the crappy days, but whatever. I'm here. I'm your boy, Pumpkinhead. You're watching Pumpkinhead Raw. Again, subscribe, like, share, comment. If you like hanging out with me, come join me. Come see some of the beautiful places of Oregon, and I hope to make a lot of them onto film or video for you guys. So anyway, we're at 20 minutes. I'm going to cut this off. You guys, please, pack it in, pack it out, and let's be the cure. Okay? Let's do that for each other. Love you guys.